morning, and welcome to another Moment of Hope with Upward Transitions. I'm Kana, and I'll be your host today. And we're going to talk about all things Upward Transitions. We're going to talk about our annual numbers for fiscal year 2024, which are wonderful. We're going to talk about Celebrity Wait Night, which was a big hit and a lot of fun, as usual. And I have some news about next year, about our centennial, and of course, a big moment of hope to share with you guys. So thank you for joining us and thank you for your support. If this is your first time joining us and you don't know much about Upward Transitions, we are a nonprofit that is almost 100 years old. We've been serving Oklahoma City and Oklahoma County since 1925. And in a couple of weeks, I'm going to do an entire live stream just about our history. But for now, know that we help stranded travelers out at Will Rogers World Airport. We help all travelers. We're the information booths, both upstairs and downstairs. We used to be called Travelers Aid, and those information booths are still part of Travelers Aid, but they're part of Upward Transitions. In the downtown Oklahoma City area, our primary focus is helping people who are suffering from homelessness and people who are at risk of becoming someone suffering from homelessness. We help people pay their rents and their utilities when they are at risk of eviction and potential homelessness and have nowhere else to go. And people who are experiencing homelessness can come to us to get their IDs and their birth certificates and their identifying documents so that they can get access to employment and homes and healthcare and benefits and all those things that you can't get without an ID. What's not commonly known is that about 70% of the people who are without a home have no ID, no identifying document, and no way to get one. So we help with those. We help them get those identifying documents, and we have partner agencies that refer them to us. We even have a couple of folks in our case manager team who spend time at local shelters so that people there don't have to worry about transportation to get to us to get access to our services. We work with a lot of partners in Oklahoma City, other nonprofits who help people in similar situations as our clients, or actually our clients as well, just in different ways than us. If you'd like to know more about our services, about what we do, about our history, how to contact us, anything like that, you can go to upwardtransitions.org. That is www.upwardtransitions, all one word, .org, for those of you who are listening on the podcast. If you need access to the services that we provide, rent and utility assistance needs to be applied for either online at 7 a.m., starting 7 a.m. Monday mornings, and I'm providing a link down here at the bottom that tells you where to go to put in that application starting right at 7 a.m. on Monday mornings. For those of you listening, that's upwardtransitions.org/OAS-application. And you want to get right at 7 a.m. because those slots fill up fairly quickly. There's a lot of need out there. If you do not have access to the internet, or you can't get there right at 7 a.m., you don't have a way to get online, if you can get to a phone starting right at 9 a.m. on Monday morning, you're going to call us at 405-232-5507 so that you can be screened over the phone. And again, those slots fill up really quickly too. We have limited funding and there are a lot of people looking for help right now. So start calling right at 9 a.m. or apply right at 7 a.m. online. Don't apply or call earlier. It won't be available. The portal won't be open, and it'll just frustrate you. So, start right at 7 or call right at 9. Let's move on. I want to show you some highlights from Celebrity Wait Night. If you joined us, you know we had a wonderful time and we had some surprise guests, surprise celebrity waiters. We didn't expect, we didn't know JC Watts was going to show up. He was a big hit and he was so nice, and I'm a bit of a fan, so I kind of spazzed out. I controlled it, but I was really thrilled to see him. I want to congratulate our raffle winners, the $250 worth of Bedra chocolates. I really envy you winning that. Congratulations. And the OSU basketball. And I want to say a special thank you to Hideaway Pizza for supporting us and partnering with us in that again. They were so great. They're always so great. And a special thank you to all of our celebrity waiters. So whether you were there or not, please enjoy this short clip of highlights from the event.
It's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. I feel it. Ooh. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. I feel it.
That was such a fun event. That was even funner than last year, I think. I hope that you'll join us again next year. We're going to have a really good time again next year, and next year's pretty special. Next year's our centennial, and we have major plans for the centennial. In fact, we are going to be having an event every single month of January for the centennial, and we have them all already lined up. This is happening. It's coming fast. So make sure that you're following us on social media. Make sure that you tune into us here on Tuesday mornings at 9:30. Make sure that you follow us online at upwardtransitions.org and follow us in the papers. There'll be some radio, there'll be some television news about us. A lot is going to go on for our centennial. It's a big deal, and it's a big part of Oklahoma history. So hopefully you'll be tuning in and joining us for a lot of the fun. We're very excited about it. Or there we go. I just needed to put a. We have a few glitches from time to time with our our server. So bear with me. Sometimes it gets confused when I move from app to show you things. What I would like to show you is our numbers for our fiscal year 2024. They're even better than last year. Last year were the best numbers we have ever had in our history. So this year, best numbers we've ever had in our history. I'm going to pull them. Thank you to those of you who stuck with me. I had to make a slight change in servers because our provider StreamYard had a problem on their end. So back to trying this again, seeing if I can show you our numbers. We'll move on like that didn't happen. These are our numbers for fiscal year 2024. We had 1,871 clients get access to the financial and housing stability when they got their birth certificates, state IDs, and other identifying documents. Again, like I said earlier, that's about 70% of the people that you'll see out on the street who are without housing don't have these documents, and we were able to help almost 2,000 of them. 60 of our clients were able to, that's a typo, they were able to increase their safety by going to a place with stability. They were given travel aid by us to get to a place of safety and stability. We were able to help 1,084 children this last year, and 854 people in 300 households maintain stable housing when they receive rent or utility assistance. And 70.2% maintained stable housing with their utilities still connected for up to a year. We do track that, we do surveys, and when we check, we follow up with people, we find that the vast majority of our clients stay hopeful, and they stay stable, and they stay secure after just one time of assistance from Upward Transitions. Our case managers are really good at what they do. They're very educated. They have master's degrees or higher. We have people with a lot of experience in case management and a lot of compassion. They go out of their way to do a lot to help these people not get in this situation again. They work with them on budgets. They look at their employment situation, see if there's something small they could do to get a better, higher paying job. They look at how they're spending their money, see if there's anything they can cut out of their budget, and encourage them to educate themselves on financial management and just change how they're approaching this situation so that it doesn't happen to them again. And they're pretty successful at this. I'm very proud to be part of this organization, particularly because of our case managers. They're just incredible people. And for their safety reasons, we don't usually name them or show their pictures, but I wish I could shout out to each one of them individually much more often because they are the reason we're so successful. I also wanted to share with you our overall number because it's staggering to me. Let me see where it is. I think I put it in here. Oh yeah. Okay. With just a staff of 11 people, we were able to help more than 4,000 people in fiscal year 2024. And that is such a big deal. If the resources we have to work with at Upward Transitions are managed very, very well. We work like a well-oiled machine. Our CEO, Perry Ann Pulliam, has been doing this for 15 years with Upward Transitions, and she has this down to a science. We get an awful lot done with very little resources, and we're very proud of that. Upward Transitions is debt-free, and 89 cents of every dollar that you donate goes directly towards our programs and nothing else. We own the building. We really do an amazing job with the resources that we have. And our board of directors keeps us on our toes. We have very strong PQI. We look at financials monthly. They're all very open, very, very closely scrutinized, and we're very good stewards of our resources. We also partner with United Way, who keep us on close watch too. And it's an honor to be part of United Way's big family of about 70 partners here in Oklahoma, central Oklahoma area. We're about to come up on our United Way campaign time. Just right after Labor Day, we start working with all the other partners campaigning for United Way. And if your office isn't part of that, I highly encourage you to get involved. It's exciting, it's fun, and it is amazing. And what United Way does is life-changing. United Way doesn't do what we do. They make sure we get the funding to do what we do. They work with all of the most trustworthy nonprofits in the area. They campaign, they get money raised, and they give us those funds so that we can help people in crisis. And that means it is a really broad range of services. And everyone will be touched by United Way at some point in their life. They will know someone who needs their help, from disaster relief to poverty relief to medical help to mental health. It's everything. So if you are not involved in giving to United Way or in having them come out and speak to or campaign or do a rally at your office, those rallies are a lot of fun. You'll get to meet a lot of us. A lot of different agencies come out, and I highly encourage you. It's coming up soon, and you don't want to miss out on this. It's a wonderful thing to be part of, and you'll change a lot of lives just by donating or just by knowing and telling other people about it. I also want to give you our moment of hope for this week. We were able to go to the Pivot Open House last month, or it's still this month, it's still July. I'm already thinking of August, but we were able to go to the Pivot Open House. And if you don't know what Pivot is, they serve young adults who are experiencing or have been experiencing homelessness. This particular open house was a tiny house community that they have just built and opened up to young adults who have just aged out of the foster care system and have nowhere to go. The highest increasing number of people experiencing homelessness is young adults. There are a lot of reasons for that, and it's highly distressing. But one of the main reasons is people age out of foster care and have nowhere to go. And you can't afford to go to a university, don't make enough money to have a home, or a lot of times don't even have a job yet. So this is a wonderful thing they've done. They have opened up this small or tiny house community to house young adults who have aged out of foster care. And these houses are so charming. They're so wonderful. They're not at all what I would expect out of a tiny house. Upward Transitions had the opportunity to go there and tour some of those houses with a lot of other folks who were interested in going to the open house. And I took some pictures, and I'll show them to you in a really quick little video, so that you can kind of see for yourselves what those young people are going to be experiencing as they get on their feet.
Take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road. All my memories gather round her, modest lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye, country road, oh, take me home.
I really hope you get a chance to look into Pivot and support what they're doing. This little community is absolutely beautiful, and it's safe and it's clean, and they have a lot of support there. They have a lot of help there. It's not just the tiny houses. It's right there with the facility, where they have people to help them get jobs and get on their feet and move on, so that someone else can move into that tiny home that's been provided for them. I love that Oklahoma City has this. I love that Pivot's doing this. I hope that many, many more tiny home communities are built so that we can help people to get on their feet. Young adults in particular, especially those who are aging out of foster care. I think that's really rough. I'll get off my soapbox about that. I really think this is a wonderful moment of hope. It brought me a lot of hope to see it. Walking into those little houses felt so homey, so cozy, so safe. So they were well decorated. They were the decorations were donated by different groups. Each house had its own plaque showing who had decorated it, and it was amazing. They were just incredibly, wonderfully, beautifully decorated, and it really well cared for. It would make me feel really well cared for if I walked in there and had such a nice place to live. So be really, really proud of Oklahoma City for the care that we give to people. We're pretty special. Some of you have heard me say this over and over again, but it just bears repeating. We are so different in the way that we care for people in need here. We work together. We stay in touch with each other. We partner as agencies. If we can't help you, they can help you, and we'll get in touch with them for you. If they can't help you, we can help you, and they'll get in touch with us. We don't want to leave anybody without help. We want to find between the nonprofit agencies, the government agencies, the city agencies, and the churches. We want to all work together and make sure that everyone gets the help they need. We really care about everybody here in Oklahoma City, and I've heard over and over people call it the Oklahoma Standard. We really are special in that respect. I've lived other places, and no other places like Oklahoma City. It's really special here. And I hope that you're proud to be part of Oklahoma City and Oklahoma County. And I hope that you'll look into all the different agencies and organizations that help people in need, and volunteer your time or donate some money or spread the word so that everyone can get the help that they need here, and hopefully everywhere across the United States as others follow our example, which I think some communities are even starting to do. More about that another time. I'd also like to tell you our exciting news about our centennial. We are going to be, drum roll, we are starting an endowment fund campaign for our centennial. And that is a really, really big deal. And I'm really excited about it. For those of you who don't know what an endowment fund is or how it works, I'll give it to you in the simplest terms I know how. It is a way to pool together financial resources in a way that can sustain an organization for a long time. Let's say an endowment fund is a big pie. Okay, the account itself is put with a financial institution or a trust and managed there. And it's like a pie. And donors and supporters put all the ingredients into the pie from all different places. And the organization that is benefiting from the endowment fund can take a piece out of the pie without ever taking a piece out of the pie. Basically, it'll be a large amount of capital that we will only ever use the interest off of to do different things to sustain the organization. And an organization can really grow from an endowment fund, but it also guarantees the stability through hard times, such as COVID or floods or disasters or anything else that might happen that could interrupt people getting the help that they need. Upward Transitions would like to be around for another 100 years, and we would like to expand the help that we give, help more people in more ways. And an endowment fund will ultimately be a big, big part of that, and it will ensure our stability and security for years and years to come. So I hope that you will be following us and looking into that and considering if you would like your legacy to be part of our legacy. We are going to make a really big deal of our endowment donors and partner with you long term. Make you part of our history. And this is a wonderful time to be part of our history as we're turning 100 years old. It's not something that's going to happen again in my lifetime. So it's an important time to get involved and be part of the history and be part of what's going on. So make sure that you're sticking in, staying tuned, following us on social media. We are going to have, like I said, there's going to be an event every single month of 2025 that you can be part of. I highly encourage you to volunteer and donate and attend, because you're going to have a wonderful time. You're going to make some incredible memories, and you're going to be part of a very important legacy, and you're going to be part of an organization that's changing lives every single day. So I hope that you'll join us. I hope to see you in 2025 and in more of the events that are coming up this year. We have a lot more going on this year too. So stay tuned. Come back next Tuesday. Follow us on social media, follow us on the web, and take care of yourselves and look into other nonprofits, not just ours. Help in any way that you can. We're all in this together. I'll see you next week.